man, that's not going to be a good look, you know? But is turning off the chime illegal, I guess is the question. Hey folks, welcome back to the show. For those of you that might be new, my name is Luke, and today we're going to be going over the Mucar 892 Bravo Tango. They just sent it to me and said, just make a video about it. So that's what I'm going to do. The biggest thing about this one is I love it. I think for the price, this is a great scan tool. I'm legitimately impressed. I think it's really snappy. I like the processor. This is advertised as having ECU coding capabilities, and you're able to go in and toggle on and off certain features. You don't need to hook up a battery maintainer. Let's go check out some of the ECU coding capabilities. Okay, I know the car is dirty. This car does not do this stock. That's the coolest thing. I want to show you something else. Something I do is I drive to the mailbox a couple times a week, very slowly and cautiously, with no seatbelt on. So this is the part of the neighborhood where the seatbelt warning chime starts going off. And I know that is also driving you all just as crazy as it drives me. Something that we can do with ECU coding is we can turn that off. I don't remember, like when I worked at the dealership, I didn't work at a Toyota dealership, I worked at Land Rover. But I remember when I looked at Land Rover, I don't remember being able to do things like that with the factory scan tool. I don't know if you could, and the foreman just didn't want to show me how to do that because he didn't want me to do a bunch of silly things. But let's get back to the house. I'll show you how to turn it off and we'll redo the same test drive. All right, let's go through this. Okay, so what I have found is it doesn't necessarily matter which control module you get into. If we go down to special functions, I tried this on the body control module too, at least for this vehicle, custom settings, okay. It's gonna give you this menu, and this menu for me was the same on the ECU and the body control module. So I'm assuming no matter what module you go through, you can access this menu. Entry and start, from what I understand, like if you have a start stop on your vehicle, you can disable that. We're gonna go to warning. And this should take us to all the different warning chimes that the vehicle will make given, you know, certain parameters or whatever. Okay, so I have kilo battery, driver side, warning buzzer, passenger, flashing sound, volume adjustment, and lane change. But what I can do is driver side warning buzzer. I see that it's on, I can select it, go down to set, on, set, and then I can toggle it off. Okay, now it shows an off value. So let's go on a test drive and verify that we've turned off the chime. And this is what I mean by, like, this just works. It's rare that an aftermarket scan tool function this advanced would just work right out of the box. You might be wondering, like, okay, something that we can show really quick is that the seatbelt warning indicator on the dash still remains functional and present. It just turns off the chime. I would have heard at least one chime by now, and it usually would have started going crazy right about here, and it's not doing anything. So this is like just this alone, man, because I know you can get those like fake seatbelt things, but I feel like if you get pulled over, man, that's not going to be a good look, you know? But is turning off the chime illegal, I guess is the question. And I don't think so. I mean, deaf people get to drive. They can't hear the chime, you know? Is it frowned upon? Probably. But I just thought that was so cool. Let's get back to the garage and see what else it can do. All right, let's cruise around this menu. So we checked out the warning stuff, door lock security, illuminated entry. Try light control. Daytime running light function. Light auto, off, delay. Display exit on, display exit off. I thought those were the two coolest things I could do for the Highlander. I know it's not a very smart car, so there's not a lot of functions, but it would be really exciting to see what this thing can do on like a newer Euro car. Ooh. So anyways, let me know your thoughts below, but that's what the ECU coding can do, and I think that's what really makes this tool worth it. On top of, I know at least for now they advertise free updates, which, like, if you're not sure what that world is or what that means, Autel MaxiSys scan tool came with 2 years of updates, and that was really cool. But now it's due for updates, and they want to charge me $1,200 just to update the software in my scan tool. Whereas with this Mucar, at least for now, they're saying updates are free. We'll see how long that lasts. As they grow and develop as a company, that might change. But for now, I think that's a pretty good deal. So let me know down in the comments what y'all think, and I'll catch you on the next one.